Hello and welcome to Grandpa's Kitchen. Today we have
Scarlet
and
Adelaide.
okay, we're getting ready to make some jerky. And today I already marinated the jerky, and we're getting ready to open the bags. They've been sitting in the refrigerator for 2 days. Now we're going to drain all the marinade off. If you have this stuff, this is how you do it. If you don't have this stuff, improvise, okay? Get a big giant bowl. This is a microwave rack, which fits nicely in a round bowl so the meat can drain really nice. Drain the marinade out of the bags. It's been sitting in the refrigerator for 2 days, so I'm thinking that's enough time. Now these bags have been vacuum sealed, so makes the marinade even easier to get into the meat. Okay, this is pretty messy, so we want to drain the meat first. Get all that marinade off the meat. All right, and then we're going to dry the meat. All right, so we got the meat all in here. I'm going to separate it so it drains real nice. Get all that meat separated so the girls can sort it and dry it. So the biggest part here is just letting it drain, all right? You don't have to get crazy about it. Just separate your meat so you can easily get it on your trays, and then we'll be right back. We're gonna go ahead and get the jerky on the rack, all right? Now, how you get the jerky on the rack is real simple. Just pull it out of the pot, put it on the tray. Right, girls?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it's gotta be in the corner so we can get as many as we can, okay? All right. So we're gonna go ahead and keep doing that, and then we'll be back. We're now to the part where we're gonna dry the jerky, so when we put it in the smoker, it's easier to work. All right, girls, we're gonna go ahead and dry our meat. Don't squish it around, just tap it, okay? Well, you can smack it if you want. Just dry it. You're not trying to get the marinade off, you're just trying to dry the meat, okay? Now that you got everything dry, you're gonna flip over your meat. Give me your rugs. Go ahead and flip over the meat so we can dry the other side.
Looks different.
You get all your meats flipped, dry it again. Okay, you don't have to get crazy, you're just tapping it to get it dry. At this point, since not all of you will have smokers, this is when you're gonna put it in your oven. You're gonna put your oven at the lowest setting you can to dry your meat, okay? Now this process takes several hours. If you have a dehydrator, an oven, a one pot with a dehydrating option, this is when you're gonna put your meat in there. Now, I have a smoker, so I'm gonna get my meat ready to be put into a smoker. At this point, for folks with ovens, this is when you're gonna make sure that your meat is separated and then you put it in your oven, okay? Now it's gonna take anywhere from 4 to 6 hours, so you wanna keep checking it so you don't over dry your meat. All right, thanks. We'll be right back. Now we got our trays ready to go in our smoker, and as the girls are organized all the meat, and you need to leave some spaces so the air can get in there and some of the smoke and just give it some juicy kiss of love, okay? Now we're getting ready to put the meat in the smoker. Scarlett is gonna hand her first tray to Adelaide. You ready, guys? All right. You got it?
Yes.
Okay, grab your next one. Let's go. Okay, we got all the meat inside the box. Now we're gonna get ready to smoke it. See you in a bit. what it should look like. Pretty dry. You see the white fibers? That's what you're looking for when it's completely dry. Easily to tear. Okay, the jerky's dry. Right now, I'm getting ready to package it. I'm going to put it in jars because I was going to go ahead and put them in little sealed bags, but I found that after a bit that the jerky poked a little hole and the bag inflated again. I don't want that to happen, so I'm going to go ahead and put it in little jars. Jars won't break if the jerky pokes it. Okay, so this jerky right here is the jerky that was smoked in the smoker. You see how those little fibers happen when you bend it? You want it to bend, be flexible, but you don't want it to snap. All right, same with the oven. Okay. You can easily rip it, but it doesn't crack on you. All right, so that's what you're shooting for. Just keep testing it until you get it to the dryness that it needs to be. You're looking at anywhere from 3 to 6 hours. All right, have a good time. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut it into strips. Now, Della added some pepper to this one and Carolina Reaper. So it got a bit of a kick to it. It's super yummy. But you can go ahead and add any flavors you want. You want maple flavoring? Put maple flavoring. You want it to taste like turkey dinner? Add the seasonings of a turkey dinner. Alright? There's hundreds of ways you can make jerky in any flavoring you want. Any meat you want. It's just a matter of just being patient with it. Now you can get yourself one of those fancy dancy hydrators, but just use your oven. I found that just using the oven is better than any of those fancy dancy dehydrators. All right, you can do a lot more batches in your oven, but obviously if you have money for a top end dehydrator, then do that. I use a smoker to dehydrate my meat because it's huge. All right, I can put a lot of batches in there, and it adds the smoke flavoring. All right, but you don't have to do it that way. You can dehydrate meat any way you want. There's hundreds of different ways to do it. All right, enjoy.